Before there were video games, there were board games. Instead of using a controller to shoot attacking zombies, you sat around a table with other humans and moved small pieces around a board. While board games might seem like a wholesome treat that your grandparents encourage you to play, they also have a dark past. Some of the cardboard creations have caused quite a stir over the years, due to terrible product design, insensitive topics, or for just being plain weird. But what does it take for a board game to actually get banned? Throughout this series, we've looked at games that were banned for insensitivity, violence, and copyright infringement. For these games, you can't deny the stupidity of the creators for coming up with such ridiculous game concepts. But for this banned board game, in honor of Halloween, let's look at a game whose reputation is entirely down to the public. Most people have heard of Ouija, but not as many may know of its original intentions and instructions. A game for at least 2 people, recommended for players above the age of 8, you sit down at the board with the letters of the alphabet, along with the words yes, no, and goodbye. The players all place their fingers on the planchette, a small heart-shaped piece of wood or plastic, and see where it moves to. Usually the players will spell out words or messages to one another with the planchette, without speaking or using other means of communication. The game Ouija was originally released in 1891 and sold as a toy. It appeared with the tagline, "The Magical Talking Board." The trademark of the original board belonged to Parker Brothers, but today remains the property of Hasbro, known for their ownership of other wholesome trademarks such as Twister, Monopoly, and My Little Pony. And for many years after its original release, there was no connection between the Ouija board and ghosts. The point of the game was to see what words and stories people could come up with together without communicating verbally. A popular belief is that the name Ouija comes from the words "we" and "ya", 2 words that mean yes. Recent studies into the use of Ouija boards have suggested that they reach an unconscious part of our minds. During this powerful meeting of minds, the planchette seems to move of its own accord and gives answers that no one person can lay claim to. But as humans, the idea of the unknown is frightening to us, so blaming it on spirits seems easier. There are many claims for when the darker side of Ouija came into being. There are some stories from the time of World War I of people using the board as a way of communicating with troops abroad. But the idea of the game being a portal to another world did not become mainstream until 1973, with the release of the popular horror film The Exorcist. In the film, spoiler alert, a young girl becomes possessed with a demonic spirit after playing with a Ouija board. After the release of the film, the popularity of the game dropped significantly. Fears spread that the game was being used for devil worship and had connections to the occult. Despite the film being just a film, the reputation of Ouija boards changed forever, going from an innocent experiment of communication to a terrifying way of communicating with another world. Since then, the connection between Ouija boards and spirits has been present in a wide range of horror films and stories. Children are warned not to play with what was originally just a game, including a strange rumor that you must always say goodbye at the end of a session, or the spirits you communicate with might well escape. Ouija has never been banned in the literal sense of the word. You can still buy it, or simply make one yourself. But many Christian groups have condemned users of the game, convinced that it leads to demonic possession. Other fanatics of ghosts and spirits warn inexperienced users against taking part in Ouija, again supporting the rumors. Despite this, only 1/3 of people who still use Ouija boards use them to communicate with spirits, the rest sticking to the game's original intention of a fun meeting of minds. We could, as a board game loving community, come together and agree to put the silly rumors to rest, deciding that we want to go back to the original use of the game. But perhaps this creepy, disturbing use of Ouija is a little more interesting. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Twitter, and visit heypoorplayer.com. Have a happy Halloween.